Hey guys, I want to just pop on and chat with you for a couple minutes. We've had a few people have some questions about reopening. They've heard that there are gyms in Georgia that are starting to reopen, and those are coming with a lot of guidelines. And we actually have a business mentoring team, for those of you that don't know, that we follow their recommendations pretty regularly. So throughout this whole thing, we've kind of followed along, and they have gyms everywhere. So when this started in China, there were gyms in China that they were following. And so we kind of had advance notice on what was happening, what was probably going to happen, what was working, what wasn't working. If you jumped in on the remote coaching, then you know that that's been a really great thing, hopefully for you guys and also for us. Our service is never been about having four walls. It has been about providing you guys the coaching and accountability that you need. I know that a lot of you miss the group atmosphere and the group classes, and trust me, we miss that too. So anyway, what I wanted to just chat about a little bit is our rollout plan when that happens. So I'm not going to give you a date or time frame right out of my mouth because I don't know. I don't know what the city's going to do. I don't know what the state's going to do. But for us, I'm guessing, I anticipate that we may see gyms start to open back up in May. So I think that on a small scale, you might see Holy City open up back in May. Now, don't hold me to that. I have no facts or data to back that up. I'm just based on what I'm seeing. When we open back up, we are going to be super careful. We will likely start with one-on-one personal training for anybody that just really needs to get in there, really wants some coaching, is really just looking for that in-person experience, and you just want to get back into training in the gym. That's going to keep it down to one trainer and one member at a time, which is going to keep everybody super safe. From there, we will probably have a very limited schedule. So we will probably start out with a couple classes a day, probably a morning and an afternoon. If we do have more classes, they're going to have a buffer in between them for cleaning. So think probably like a 15-minute window so that we can make sure we can sanitize everything. So instead of having like a 4:30 and a 5:30, we might have a 4:30 and a 5:45. So just kind of be prepared for that. And then we'll probably keep class size small. So we'll cap them at a small number of people to make sure that everybody can kind of have their own space, have their own distance, and just kind of keep their equipment in one area of the room without having to cross-contaminate. We don't want to have to share rowers. We don't have to share bikes, anything like that right now. So just being super careful and cautious. I know a lot of things are opening back up, and there's a lot of talk about that where everybody's going to open up and it's all going to just spike again, and really there's no way to know. So we will do everything we can to keep you guys safe. We will go slowly, and we will make sure that we make changes that allow us to pull back at any point if we need to pull back, to just kind of revisit what we're doing and how we're doing it. I hope that answers some of your questions in regards to what we're doing and our plans moving forward. It changes day to day and week to week, and I know you guys know that, but trust me, we want to be back in the gym just as much as you do. Now, all that being said, one more thing that I want to tell you, you likely will not see me personally early on, okay? I live with my parents, who are both in their mid-70s, and Brandon, my husband, who has an autoimmune disorder that's a lung condition called sarcoidosis. And his lungs and his breathing are compromised. So it's super dangerous for him to get this, and it's super dangerous for my parents to get it. So it's super important for me that I stay as isolated as possible right now. And it's not about me, it's just about the people that I live with, and I can't bring that home. So I hope you guys understand that. It's not that I don't want to see you and I don't want to be there, but our coaches will take great care of you, and I'll still be there, cheering you on from afar. I might come visit from the deck, and I'll still be interacting with you guys on a regular basis, just as I have been through this whole thing. So I hope everybody is safe and happy and healthy and well. Please just take care of yourselves and all those people closest to you, and hopefully we get to see you guys back in the gym sooner rather than later. Bye.